Hello and welcome everybody to Elanus Labs. Today, we're going to be showing you how to read in an image and show that image using OpenCV. The picture we'll be using is a picture of a red panda, and it's stored in the same directory as my Jupyter Notebook. So let's get started. First thing you got to do is import the OpenCV library, and you do that by typing import space CV2. The next step is to actually show the image, and we're going to do that by typing this in. The function you're going to need from OpenCV is actually called imread, and what we do is we're going to pass in the name of our picture. Now, obviously, this is stored in my local directory. If it's stored somewhere else on your computer, you're going to have to pass in the entire directory in over here. So by using the imread function, we can read the image in. Now let's just make sure we have actually read this thing in. If I check the type of pic, I should get a NumPy array. So there you go, you get a NumPy array. And also, let's just to make sure that we got a good picture, a valid picture. Let's also check its size. So it's 530 by 800 with 3 color channels. That's sort of what I expected for this picture. Right, now that we've actually read this in, we want to show it. Now, it's very important that when we're trying to show this, we don't actually split it across several cells like this, because I found that this thing has a tendency to crash, specifically in Jupyter notebooks. So the best thing to do is just to run it all from a single cell. And just to keep things clean, I'm actually going to just restart the kernel too. So let's see, I'm going to type, I've already typed that, and now what I need to do is actually type imshow. Now imshow is what you're going to use to show the picture. We're just going to type animal over here. You're going to see where this string comes up in a short while. It is actually the string for the frame, but you'll get a better idea of what I mean by frame when you actually see the frame. And then as a second variable, we're going to pass in the pic variable. Now, we can't hit Shift-Enter on the cell just yet because this thing will not work. It will crash if you do. At least it's crashed for me. So we're going to do cv2.wait key. We're going to tell it to wait for 10,000 milliseconds, which is 10 seconds before you can do anything with that frame. Now you can get very fancy with this, actually with this entire line. You can use this in combination with something like an instruction coming in from your keyboard to actually exit the frame, but that's a bit out of scope of this video. We might do that a little bit later. But for now, let's hit Shift-Enter on this particular cell. If it crashes, what we're going to do is we're going to actually put it on a text file with the .py extension and actually run it from a terminal. But if this works, we might not need to do that. So this popped out down over here once you, yep, and this seems to be working. It's not actually crashing. Let's actually exit this picture. Ooh, okay. It's not responding now. So that's actually quite good. Sometimes you'll get it not responding straight off the bat. In which case, I'll actually show you what you can do about it. So let it go through its entire loop of whatever it's doing. As you can see, it's restarting the kernel. What you should do, and I found this works for me, is you just put this in a text file. Let's call this red panda.py, and then after that we can go to terminal. Now, this is what I like about Jupyter Labs. You can go from notebook to .py file to terminal pretty nicely. Obviously, everyone has their own sort of favorite workflow, but I kind of like this one. So let's see, red panda. Ooh, wrong. Let me go right. Let's see, red panda .py. Let's see if this works. Oh, I haven't hit the save button. Yeah, make sure you hit the save button. If not, it's just running an empty file. Okay, there we go. So I can't remember how many milliseconds I put in there. Yeah, so it's going to last for about 10 seconds before it switches off. Like I said previously, you can do all kinds of fancy things with this line, but we will cover that in another video. So that's how you read an image, and that's how you show an image using OpenCV. If you guys got some value out of that, smash the subscribe button, hit that like button. It really does help the channel. See you around.